What's up, guys? So today, continuing on getting Maryanne the Ranger ready for Carlisle Truck Nationals. We're going to work on doing a in-dash install of a CB radio. The truck currently has a Cobra 29 LX in it, and it had a Browning 4-foot antenna on top of the roll bar. To recap, you guys watched me take that antenna off, and I put up a 5th off-road lamp with custom covers for the truck. So today, we're going to actually be reinstalling a Cobra 18 radio. This is the very first radio I ever bought for this truck from Walmart. And I'm going to install it as an in-dash, and we're going to stack my single DIN on top of that using a double DIN radio install kit. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to have to do to switch this over to a double DIN mount with the CB installed in the dash is we have to remove the trim ring around the radio with the radio. So, in order to do that, first thing, there's two 7mm screws here and here. Just going to have to take those out. Up. There's one. There's two. Once you've got the screws out, make sure you put them somewhere you won't lose them. And then you can go ahead and gently pull out on the trim ring, and it should just pop out of the dash. So now I'm going to go ahead and undo all my connectors from the trim so I can take it out back to the workbench, and I'll show you how you have to modify these trim rings to fit a double DIN radio. So we've got the Ranger radio trim piece out. I've already taken the old radio out of it. In order to mount two single DIN radios in this and or mount a double DIN into this hole, you do need to modify this trim ring a little bit. The main thing is this plastic ridge along the bottom and the plastic ridge along the top need to go away so that you have enough vertical room to slide the unit in. You do have to be careful. Make sure you leave these two side ridges intact, because that is what the mounting plates are actually going to lock into. So you don't want to take those away. So for this, for the quick, to get the bulk of it out, I just got a die grinder with a little round abrasive wheel on it. I'm just going to go ahead So using this, I'll be able to get the bulk of it out, and I'll probably come back with a file and clean it up some. Slip in first radio, and we try to slip in the second radio, and look at that. That kind of gives you an idea So right there, that gives you an idea of what exactly we're going for in the dashboard of the truck. We'll have my flip out will be up top. It'll still be able to flip up. And then the CB radio will be mounted below it. So here we have the two radios mounted into the radio trim panel. In order to make the doubled in mounts work, I did have to cut the little like what is a spacer trim that went in here. I had to cut that off in order to get them to both fit in there nicely. But the way these work, there's little plastic fingers in there that kind of hold it in place. Then once you set the screws in, you're not able to pull the radios either out or push them in. So if you ever had to remove a radio, you're going to have to now remove this whole piece as a unit, take it apart piece by piece to get to the radio. But that's what it's going to look like in the dashboard. And next we'll go ahead and put it in the truck. So here we have the radios installed back into the dashboard of the truck. I find that this gives a very clean installation for it. Eventually I will be upgrading the Cobra 18 to a better radio than what is in here, but this is the first radio that was ever in this truck, and it's kind of fitting that it's back in the truck for going to Carlisle. Installing this piece back into the dashboard, all you have to do is follow the same steps as removal in reverse. Radio is up top, CB on the bottom. The flip out screen still has room to come out and flip up so that you can still use it. And all the controls on this radio are easily accessible from the driver's seat. I did go ahead and put my Cobra 29's microphone on it. It's just a little bit of a nicer looking microphone than what came with the 18. That clips up in my overhead console. So we'll go ahead and remove the Cobra 29 from the dashboard and fill the holes. And the next step before Carlisle is to go ahead and install the 102-inch whip antenna. So there you have a in-dash CB radio install in a 2005 Ford Ranger. So if you've enjoyed this content, please hit that like button. And if you want to stay up to date with Maryanne's progress as she gets ready for Carlisle, hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch you on the next one.